separate. It's the Utah Utes and the Cincinnati Bearcats. Reese Davis, Dave Collins, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Utah's offense will have the football first. And out to lead this offense is Devin Dampier. Last time out, a solid day and a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. They'll move the wide receiver. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. He couldn't get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you find yourself behind the chains. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Right down the middle. Got a man, it's Simmons. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. The Utes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Handoff for Parker. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need to push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it. Right?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Simmons. Could not make his way to the corner.
Offenses don't like being in this situation. They don't like having little success like 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football, got to air it out. Makes me really predictable. So just make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete to the left. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. Makes the grab. It's Simmons. Breaks into the open. Guided out of bounds and the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Utes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll give it to Parker.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 3. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. What a disappointment. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll give it on the counter. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And the Bearcats will punt it away on fourth down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. They'll send the tight end in motion. Making side adjustments here. Gonna run it. It's Brave. There he goes. Makes it past the marker. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Might as well give it to him again. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Now on the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Andrews. Quick spin on the line. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. It looks as if we have an injured Bearcat on the field. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The run inside. It's Brave. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. It's amazing how play by a defensive end of the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Gets it to the back. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. They go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the air, it's Gampier. They're setting up the screen. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down. Now set up first and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Second and goal coming up. Looking to fire. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Love the job by the defense there. They weren't fooled. Second and short. They thought pass was a possibility. They got to the QB. Let's see if they can do it again here on third.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. A run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utes! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Bringing it out. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Move. Caught in the backfield, it's Bray. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Utah! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, If you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Motion from the wideout. On the move, it's Perry. And he brought one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
To the air, it's Dampier. Makes the grab down the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
They'll go right back to the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. The Utes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's a gift to Parker. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Off play action. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Simmons. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks. And just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Tackle brought down to the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's French. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd. And he'll
taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Not great field position. We'll see how aggressive they are in the final seconds. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. That's caught. It's Bray. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have one left. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still on his feet at the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to throw it. Release to the back. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Utes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This injury could play a big factor, Holly. What have you got on it?
Hey, guys, the Cincinnati head coach told me coming out of the locker room, their running back has been terrific, playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact, running yards after contact, but they're going to keep their eye on him and see if he can power through all the hits, bumps, and bruises he's taken here in the first half. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Got it behind the line. It's Bray. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And the Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Black 18! Black 18!
Got it in the middle with Simmons. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late.
Break.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
And the offense will take the penalty, move the ball forward, and save the down. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires left and wings it incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that one.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22.
Mike 53. Mike 50. Ruben. Hey, Tino. Here we go. Play.
He's looking downfield to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got it. 29.
You know, nowadays, so many people go for it on fourth down, so maybe it causes people to be more aggressive on third down. You ain't going for it now. Third and long, and I bring the blitz, and I get home. No fourth down for you.
Out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Running inside, it's Johnson. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the...
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Motion from the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Wants to throw. It's Dampier. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. Rustled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They'll move the tight end. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1.
Move.
Here's Parker. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal.
And I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself. So I love the big fella getting the football.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Utes! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Still down on the field is one of the Utah players. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Cincinnati brings its offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much...
He's got it! And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
They'll give it to Johnson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Going for it all. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. It is perfect.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down into the 17.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Point of the season. Neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. 30. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. It looks as if we have an injured Bearcat on the field. The Utes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They'll send the back in motion. Move. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking left. Makes the catch. It's Andrews. Terrific run after the catch, but the question is, will it stand? The flag is out, and let's see what the call is. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. Out of the gun, looking to throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he's knocked down. And the Utes headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Got his man. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They just keep firing. Here's the pressure. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Utes will line it up on 1st and 10.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass. Everybody playing pass. But he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays. And that's why they built the lead here today.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the 1st down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable 4th down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking for the score. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So the O-lineman got a little too far downfield. It wipes out the touchdown, and they'll back it up 5. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Offense changing the play. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Intercepted for the 11th time. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
Back to throw. It's French. That's caught. It's Henry. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Bearcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. 2nd and inches, a really good time to take a shot. Back to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game. But so many of these read plays with quarterbacks, because they're so smart and they're so athletic now. He makes the correct read, the correct decision, goes and gets the first down, new set of downs. Great job by the quarterback.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
I kept the
Bearcats used the first of their 3 timeouts.
like this.
And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. The Bearcats with the 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson. There's a crease. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Bearcats. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that 2-point conversion attempt goes awry. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside.
They came to pick up eggs.
Obviously, their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
Handoff for Parker.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. situation one more time. Could be an alley. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Running the red zone, it's Parker. There he goes, headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Perfect. My mom texted me.
They'll run with Parker. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Utah! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock, and they no doubt about it. This one's over.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Dropping back, it's French. Looking to the big tight end. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He wants a big play here late. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard.